Hello ladies and gents, this is TF2 again with some more gameplay commentary. In this video I will talk about the most recent update, which introduced a lot of MvM changes. There will also be some few changes to the weapons, but I will address that in a later video. I think it's kinda interesting how Valve released 2 updates for TF2 in like 1 month's time, I think it is. As they usually don't update the game that often, especially the past year. They haven't really done a lot of updates. And someone also stated that indeed, in TF2 tradition, there's just before Christmas a quite large update most of the time to be released, which is called the Christmas update. So that would make 3 content patches in a short time period. Very interesting. Anyways, let's talk about the MvM changes. So first off, they added 2 new maps. The first one is Rottenburg. This medieval themed. It was a shame that there was only like one medieval themed map before, which is the Groot Cape, or the Groot Cape, whatever you want to pronounce it. And not limited, this one is not limited to medieval weapons, between quotes, because weapons aren't really medieval, you know, but anyways. This map also has a shop on 2 places on the map, which is so helpful, making you not run all the way back. The second map is Manhattan, which is a little bit of an industrial cityscape setting. This is probably the most interesting one, since there are multiple spawn points. So the enemies spawn at the first location, then they got the option to like go to a certain gate. They open the gates and then they will enemies spawn from that gate. And then there's another gate. So there are 3 main spawn points for the enemies, and there will also be that amount of bombs available. But the bombs do reset over time. And it's a very interesting mechanic, so the spawn point actually moves. So you get rewarded for keeping them as close to the first spawn point as possible. Like to prevent them from getting to that first gate, which is very interesting. Also, like the look of the new maps. They are very nicely designed. Like I said, a medieval one and an industrial one, and we didn't really have enough of those, I think. So, anyways, now a little bit about changes to the MvM gameplay itself. For example, I think if you gathered enough money and you are able to refund your upgrades. I've been hoping for something like this for a long time, or to be able to get those upgrades back, and to maybe even change your class if you so desire. They also did a lot of changes to the medic, to make him more interesting to play, so you just don't stand there healing all of the time and just watching your team kill the enemies. So for example, you can upgrade the syringe gun to add a mad milk effect on enemies. The mad milk effect, if you don't know, it makes you heal when you attack the affected enemies. It's a little bit like Jarate, but it heals instead of making you quit enemies. Maybe it would be more fun to play as a combat medic this way, and still heal your team in the meantime. Another new nice mechanic added to the medic is an upgrade that allows for a projectile shield. I'm not sure exactly what it does, what the use of it is, but I assume it's to prevent your team from getting damage instead of healing them. This also might provide some extra protection for buildings and such. For example, if your engineer is down, and you see that the sentry is very low in health, you would pop your projectile speed shield. That would be kinda awesome. It is also possible now to revive your teammates as a medic, to reduce the amount of time it takes for them to get back all the way back into the fight. So some neat changes to the medic there. Funny neat thing too, that as soon after this update, I instantly saw more medics in MvM. Sometimes it's even too much. Another thing is that for some classes, they altered some upgrades. For example, for the soldier, they merged like an upgrade with projectile speeds, with splash damage and the ability to stun enemies. I will also provide a link in the description to the patch notes so you can see them for yourselves. I will probably also make a video on the weapon changes as well. Thanks for watching. Take care, folks.